Hey everybody, it's Angela, and I just wanted to do a layout share. I have a few layouts that I did over the Christmas holiday, and I did these down at the farm, and I don't have a tripod or anything there, and also we don't have any lights upstairs yet, so the lighting is just really bad, and so even if I wanted to film up there, I couldn't. So I just thought I'd share the layouts that I did create. And this is one I did of Thanksgiving, and I took my Instax camera and took a picture of the meal that my mom and dad prepared, and then just each side of the table who was there. And I used mostly things from my Scraptastic kits. I think all the paper were from Scraptastic and Cocoa Daisy kits. I have a few Project Life cards. I think these two are from the Seasons, that small Seasons kit of Project Life cards. And this is an old sticker from my stash. And this triangle paper, I actually had 2 sheets of this, and I used it as a background for 2 different layouts that I'm going to show here. And so anyhow, I just wanted to document this Thanksgiving, and you know, after the passing of my mother-in-law this summer, I've come to realize that, you know, homemade dinners by mom at mom and dad's house, you know, they're in a limited supply. And so I really was thankful to be able to go home for Thanksgiving and eat mom's cooking. So, yeah, so I just wanted to document that. And so that's the first layout. And then the rest of them are grandbaby layouts. This one's of Allison, and I was really excited to be able to use this heart paper because when I got it in one of my kits, I was like not sure what I'd do with it. I'm not a real bold pattern paper kind of person. So these pictures with this bright fluorescent orange shirt just seemed to work really well. So I was really proud of myself to be able to use this paper. I mounted it on a piece of Chamel's paper, and after I mounted this, I put it up on chipboard, and then I cut out the words behind the photos, and that's what I put up on Pop Dots. I put one of them up on Pop Dots, and then I've got 3 more of them up here. And so that's what I did to add a little dimension. I used some masking tape. It's kind of a corally orange masking tape. It was scalloped on both sides, and it was in one of my kits, and I just cut it in half and put half of it on the bottom. And the only other thing, because this was so busy already, the only other thing I added were these hearts rub-ons, and they're from the Chamel's rub-on set. And there was like a line of hearts, and so I just cut up, I put a couple there, a couple there. I've got some over here, some at the top, and then some right here. And it really didn't need much because it is such a busy piece of paper, but I loved all the words on it because there wasn't really a story that went with these pictures. They're just such cute photos that I had to scrapbook them. So since I didn't really have a story, the words and stuff worked really good with this photo. And I was also really proud of myself for using this piece of paper as well. This was another really bold one that came in my kit that I wasn't sure I would ever use, but somehow these children layouts and the colors that are in them are just seeming to work really well with these. You know, maybe not as good for an adult layout for my style, but for a kid's layout, it seems to be just perfect. So since she's wearing this little Supergirl onesie, having this starburst coming out, you know, like pow or wow, just seemed to really work with it. So I made her kind of front and center. I used some glitter thickers, and then these are just Michael's dollar bin flowers with buttons, just to kind of pick up on this little seat, the flowers that are in this seat behind her. And so I really love how it turned out. It's really simple. You know, again, there's no real story behind this photo. It's just that she's so stinking cute. I have to keep scrapbooking her. So anyhow, I was really glad to be able to use this paper. So that was another one. And the next two layouts are of Mason, and this is when he first got home, and they were introducing him to their two dogs. And so it seemed the perfect time to use this Heidi Swapp dog embellishment. It's of I think it's a boxer, but they have a dog named Chug who's a Chihuahua Pug mix. And so it kind of reminds me of a boxer-ish. But just that it had the dog theme on it. And then I used some of these speech bubble stickers from the Basic Gray, like Hey You or Hey Boy collection on there. And then I have some stripe thickers, some more triangle paper, and I used the same triangle paper that I used for the Thanksgiving layout. I just put the triangles to the edge. And then I have these stars and stuff there that I mounted it on. So that was that layout, just kind of telling the story of Mason meeting the dogs. And I must say he was accepted into the pack, so they really all love him now. So the dogs are totally used to him. And then these were just photos I wanted in his baby book, you know, a good picture of his parents, you know, a nice close-up of them at the age they are, you know, bringing home their first baby, and then a close-up of Mason, you know, showing his hair and everything at the hospital. So I just thought they were two really good photos that kind of show where everybody's at this moment in time. And so I mounted it on this black and white star paper, and I kind of went with the black, gray and teal theme because they have dark clothes on, and then they has a gray and teal blanket that the baby has. And then all these circles I cut out of a piece of Teresa Collins paper that came in one of my kits. And I think that this, yeah, the magic thing I cut out of a cut apart sheet that came in my kit as well. And then this number is the branding strip of this teal paper that I mounted the photos on. And the only other embellishment, you know, I put some of these circles up on foam tape. And then the only other embellishment were just these little cork stars. So a pretty simple layout, but like I said, one I wanted to get into his baby book. And so there are the layouts I did over Christmas. I'll probably do a few more over New Year's holiday. And then after New Year's, I should be back to my daily routine and can do some more process videos. So I'm not gone. I'm just enjoying the holidays and still doing a little bit of scrapping. And so I hope you guys are too. And if you have any questions or anything, leave me a comment below. And I hope to talk to you again soon. Bye.